Oh, look, baby. Right on my phone. It's the cutest little baby snow leopard I've ever seen. Yeah, it's super furry. Isn't it cute? Super adorable. I think. Hold on, let me see. It says that this cub was born a few weeks ago. According to this date, it was born actually exactly 3 weeks ago. Wow, it's so small. You're right. You're very right. If I had the option and the ability, and if it was legal, of course, I would most definitely adopt a little snow leopard cub. They're just so cute and fluffy, very strong and agile. I mean, they live in the mountains. They're extremely rare and difficult to find in the wild. They need their strength and coordination and their long, floofy tails to be able to scale the rocks and keep themselves from really falling. Well, yeah, I'm sure some fall like that, but not many. You know that cats are always meant to land on their feet. Plus, like I said before, they're extremely agile and able to balance on the most difficult surfaces, very uneven, like where they live. You're right. If it was legal and if I fit the requirements, I would most definitely, almost definitely, adopt one of those cubs to take care of and to love, to cuddle with. And well, yeah, silly, of course. You're always the number one to cuddle. I'm just saying, like, say you're, where? At work, or with your family, or with friends. If you're too busy to cuddle, I could just cuddle a little snow leopard. They won't mind. In fact, I think they'd be a little happy, especially if I've raised them since they were really, really little. Okay, I'll put the phone away now. Oh. Hmm? No. No, I got enough sleep. I just... Well, you know me, I'm always tired. But that doesn't matter. Today is such a nice day. The sun's out, birds are chirping, and I get to spend the time with the love of my life. Really, I can't think of anything else better to do today, of all days, than to spend time with you. I couldn't help but also notice that you seemed a little more stressed out than usual lately. I mean, school is not back in yet, but registration can be a little tough. But I feel like it's something more than that. I mean, you got most of the classes you needed in the semester in, and I'm so proud of you for it. But what's going on? Why do you look so stressed? Oh no, no. Don't you dare try and talk yourself out of this and say you're fine. I know you're not. Is it an X? Is it... Well, I know it's not, or at least I hope it's not. Is it because of me? No. Well, I had to double check. I'm sorry for wanting to be extremely sure that it's not my fault. If it is, I'd figure out how to fix it. So, what's going on? Why are you so upset lately? Whoa. Hey, don't give me that look. You know I can read you like the back of my hand. We've been together for years now. What's going on, though? Seriously. You've started to worry me a little more when you started to talk about how you looked, just like how you were before I met you. Yes, I remember that. Of course I do. Maybe it's you, a part of you, something I always want to remember. So what's upsetting you? Mm-hmm. Huh? Uh, I see. Well, maybe the thing is with parents, it's always tricky. But what's going on with them? I know you don't talk about them too much, and I've only seen them once, and that in itself was extremely brief. But if something's going on, baby, be it because of your family or otherwise, I want to be there for you. I want to talk you through it, to help you. I can't do that if you don't tell me what's happening, what's going on in your head. So, what is it with you and your parents? Huh? Hmm? Oh, really? Hey, no, don't say that. I highly doubt that they regretted having you as a child. That's silly. That's truly silly. Why? Because you're an incredible person. Because I love you so much, and yes, I know, it's a little biased, but it's just a ridiculous thing to think about. You're no accident, no matter what they say. They chose to keep you, and I'm sure that they love you. You're right. Right, I don't know them, but still, I'm sure they weren't like that. I'm sure they didn't hate you or regret having you with them. No, that's silly. Huh? So they didn't pay much attention to you growing up, huh? They... Yes. Oh, baby. I'm sorry that happened to you. I'm sorry that you felt neglected, like they weren't there for you. Well, yes, I guess that's kind of true. They didn't seem to care about you. But I'm sure they love you still. Very, very much. Maybe they just had a weird way of showing it. Huh? Oh, well, I'm sure they didn't mean that. I really think that they do love you, despite what you think, and your parents care about you very much. Uh-huh. How do I know? Okay. Okay, you're right. You're right, you're right. Stop tickling me. Oh, baby. Trying to do that isn't going to make me change the subject. You're right. I don't completely know. I'm not 100% sure, but again, considering you're still here and we're together, I would say that they love you enough to keep you here, to keep you alive, to take care of you and make sure you're coming with me to school. It's just impossible to believe that they don't love you. What makes you feel that way? Oh. As you said, yes. Oh, baby. Emotional neglect, especially from a parent, It's never fun. You end up growing up feeling lost and unloved, and that explains a lot now. No, no, don't apologize. It's okay. I understand now. Well, better than I did before, at least. Why sometimes you ask certain questions, why you're worried about how I'll respond to some things, or, well, not respond at all. And, well, baby, you shouldn't have to worry. Look, I know that being neglected by a parent, it sucks a lot. One of my best friends, her dad never paid attention to her. He would do, as she called it, the bare minimum, taking care of their child. As in, they would feed them, clothe them, let them live there. But other than that, nothing. It was her mom that was a little more supportive, but even she was still very busy. It was tough. However, she did find that there was more to life than learning that your parents, your biological parents, are the only ones whose opinions and affections matter. She learned that the people she meets, her relatives, best friends, and eventually her girlfriend, they gave her all of the love and support that her father and sometimes her mother never did. She called them her real family, the people who took care of her, not as much physically as they did emotionally. They went to her sports games, cheered her on, consoled her when she was sad, when she was stressed out, and everything. I really like what she told me because, well, you know me. I sort of had that issue too. My parents just straight up told me that they wish they never had me. And, well, of course, that hurt a lot. A lot. But I have you, and your love, and affection, and your kindness, your sweetness to me is everything I could have ever wished for, and more, in somebody who is promised to be there for me, and truly proved it. I guess what I'm trying to say, baby, is that despite the fact that your parents weren't as emotionally supportive as they most likely should have been for their child, which is you, that doesn't mean you're unlovable. That doesn't mean you're worthless or that you shouldn't be here. Because you have me. You have friends. You have relatives who care about you. But, like I said, most importantly, you have me. You know that I love you with every fiber of my being. And I told you I'll always be there for you. I always have been and I always will be. Just because they're your blood family, it doesn't necessarily mean that they have to be your only family. Because you have us. You have your friends who genuinely care about you, who look after your well-being, your mental state, your emotional state. And you have me. You know I love you to the ends of the earth. We can be your real family. We're the ones who will prove over and over that we're there for you when we say we will be. I mean, we've been together for a very long time, and there's so many times that you've been there for me, and well, you know that I've been there for you. One of which is being this time. And of course, I'll never mind it. Never think that you're a burden to me. Never think that seeking that emotional support and love is going to be a bother or an inconvenience to my day. Text me and tell me, babe, I need you right now. And I'll be there for you. And if I'm not at work or trying to take care of one of my siblings, I'll rush right over just so I can hold you in my arms and tell you how much I love you. Just like I did last week. Oh yes, of course I remember. How could I forget? After cuddling for a little bit, we ended up talking about video games and stayed up all night playing them. Man, I kind of regretted that the next morning, but at the same time, it was totally worth it. Just like spending time with you, making sure you're alright, is always going to be worth it to me. Because then I get to see your smile. And I tell you, when I say that your smile brings me so much happiness, I'm telling you the truth. It really does. It's contagious, it's wonderful, and it makes me feel happy, knowing that I can be the one to make you smile like that. I'm sorry, I kind of went on a little tangent. But you get my point, right? We're your real family. You have a blood family, but when they don't, or when they're not there, like they should be in the emotional department, we get to step in, and I get to step in and be your real family. Well, I'm sure you'd be just fine without me, baby, but I am glad and very honored to be in your life. I love you too. Huh? Little baby duckies? Where? Right across the pond. They're so cute. Come on, let's go take a picture of them.